Hello again. Time for another reaction. Yeah, I know. It's supposed to be shorter, but this is also an older one, but I am old, so it applies. Especially to me, because this also applies to my childhood. I'm going to be reacting to ShoeOnHead's childhood trauma video, aka her review or whatever of the Brave Little Toaster. So without further ado, let's just get into this.
So I was tagged in this childhood trauma thing by YourMovieSucks.org, and a lot of other YouTubers did it, like Armored Skeptic, The Odd Ones Out, and everyone's favorite human abortion, Ralph the Movie Maker. Basically, in this tag, everyone tells stories about movies or TV shows that really traumatize them as children, and things that stick with them as adults. Now, of course, there's the obvious ones, like Courage the Cowardly Dog.
I've never seen Courage the Cowardly Dog. What the fuck? What the hell?
I'm actually going to talk about one of my favorite movies when I was a kid. One that I would watch like several times a day. The Brave Little Toaster. It's an animated movie that came out around 1987, and it's about a bunch of home appliances that are friends and they go on an adventure. That sounds really lame and really like cute and like childlike.
When you consider... Sorry, Shoe, that pause does not help you at all. You consider this whole premise Toy Story would reuse, essentially.
Nuh-uh, honey. Now, I liked this movie so much that I used to carry around an office lamp.
Oh my god.
Because the character lamp was an office lamp. So anyway, the plot was dumb, but the movie itself was, like, deep and scary. Like, actually scary at times. There was a lot of death and, like, questioning one's own existence in this movie. This animated movie about...
Hey, to be fair, I don't know who actually worked on it, really. But if it's anything like Don Bluth's films there, those got dark. Don Bluth's animated movies got fucking dark.
Cartoon home appliances and a talking toaster.
Now.
I think you're jealous.
Sure, I'm jealous of a bunch of dimwits.
This frame rate.
Because the master never played with you.
So, it's back to that stupid static again. You think I don't know what's going on in here? I know what goes on in this cottage. It's a conspiracy. And every one of you low-watts is in on it. Just 'cause you can move around, you think you're better.
He sounds familiar.
I'm not an invalid. I was designed to stick in a wall. I like being stuck in this stupid wall. I can't help it if the kid was too short to reach my dials.
This video's FPS is terrible.
It's my function.
Whatever source she found for this clip. Like frame skipping almost, but hey. They don't do animated films like they used to.
This is like fucking Toy Story for parents who hate their kids.
No, we are. It's my favorite. Now, as a child, that scene scared me, but I didn't really know why. Just because maybe he explodes and then, like, his...
There's a few movies I remember as a kid that kind of startled me. Actually, the original Star Wars, A New Hope. I can remember whenever the sand person, the Tusken Raider, sand people back in the day, unfortunately, would pop up when Luke's looking through the visor, and they just popped up suddenly. And I remember as a kid that it startled me. I also remember not liking Ursula from The Little Mermaid when she transformed into her giant form. I don't know. For whatever reason, yeah, I don't know why I found that spooky, but looking back at it now, I was like, why? Stupid kid, why?
The empty corpse is really creepy looking, and he was all angry, and yeah, it was a scary scene as a kid. But then as an adult, I think about it, and he was like bitter, and he was in denial. He was like,
Yeah.
oh, I like being in this wall, what are you talking about? And he just fucking explodes. Like, he spent his entire life watching the
He
people
rage
grow up,
quit.
but he never played with him, and he played with all the other appliances and interacted with them, but he was stuck in the wall, and he was totally cool with the guys. He didn't care. No, he actually did fucking care. And as a child, I didn't really get that, but as a woman child, I'm like, wow, this scene was actually a lot
Woman child.
creepier and sadder than I remembered. There's also a scene where all, like, this new technology is singing to them about how they're gonna be obsolete soon. And it's actually
Yeah.
kind of funny nowadays because all the new technology singing to them are completely obsolete today.
Oh yeah.
Process words accounting for pixel screen displays for you. Computer graphics locked into your memory.
With fiber optics,
Landline phones.
Fantastic. Just reach out and talk to your dear old.
Although to be fair, the phone that used fiber optics, we are now using fiber optics for internet. So that's still relevant to a degree, I guess.
There's also, like, this creepy fat guy who likes to take objects and, like, pull them apart and make new objects, kind of like Sid from Toy Story. And it's totally a normal thing.
probably
for this
Sid's
guy
dad.
To, like, just put together new appliances, take out.
Did we ever
things,
see
like,
Sid's parents in Toy Story?
Frankenstein
I don't think
appliances.
so.
But to the toaster and the gang, it looks like these guys are being murdered.
There you are!
And that's the thing you gotta think about. If there's sentient creatures in this universe, a repair shop or a junkyard must be like fucking hell. I guess like Toy Story, the junkyard. Like
Then a bunch of these crazy mutilated objects start singing this, like, Rocky Horror Picture Show-esque song to all the other guys.
Rocky Horror was a good movie though too.
You must be the new boys.
Innuendo there.
Dim titties, though.
Shue said it. We're all thinking it. God, a cassette
The
player.
cellar below. Oh, okay, not too dark.
Look at me. I mean, really, boff, I'm a can opener, a lamp, and a shaver.
That is.
Oh, God, I'm a mishmash.
Okay, one of them is self-aware of how mutilated they are.
You might be reading a little too deep into it, maybe, Shue, but I can see where you're coming from. Are those records?
This movie. Ah, yes, and there's also the toaster's nightmare scene. How silly of me to forget. Please do enjoy.
I like that. I like throughout all the years of Shue's been doing these videos, her makeup has stayed consistent throughout time. Oh boy. Okay. This could be why when I was a child I did not like clowns. It might be because of this movie. Just like look at that. Look at that Joker smile. It's like not quite Joker, like half Joker, half fucking Beetlejuice fucking smile going on here. Fuck, even the maximum overdrive with the goblin truck there. Jeez.
There's also a scene where Toaster is running through a field of flowers and he stumbles upon a lonely little flower, and the flower thinks that his reflection on Toaster.
Okay, is Toaster a he? I don't wanna, like, just because, you know what, no, I'm not gonna question it, just because it's just like, you know what, it's an appliance. Or just leave it at that. But I'm trying to think, like, if it was ever established.
Is a real flower.
Curiosities, that's all, when you're an adult.
I'm not
I can also tell you as an adult, keeping a chrome appliance clean is a pain in the ass when you live on your own. A little morbid, I guess, you say?
Oh my god, what?
But the best slash worst scene of this movie, and the reason I chose to talk about it for my childhood trauma video, was the junkyard scene. This giant evil looming magnet is picking up cars one by one as they sing about death and drags them onto this conveyor belt as they get crushed.
Yeah, because technically, Hyperion Pictures, which just made this, is now technically Pixar. Or at least most of the people went on to do work at Pixar.
I just can't seem to get started. Don't have the heart to live in the fast lane. All that is past and gone.
And there ain't nothing you can do about it.
There ain't nothing you.
And that's another thing. As a kid, a lot of the lyrics in some of these darker movies and songs, whatever, like the villain songs, yeah, they're catchy as a kid, but you don't really know the implications of them as a child. Looking back at movies as an adult with new lenses and all that, it's kind of like, wow, this is fucked up.
You can do about it. The lyrics to this song are so dark. It's the cars reflecting on their lives, the things they regret, the things they have seen, their accomplishments.
I once ran the Indy 500. I must confess I'm impressed how I did it. I wonder how close that I came. Now I get a sinking sensation. I was the top of the line, out of sight, out of mind. So much for fortune and fame.
Once took a Texan to a wedding. Once took a Texan to a wedding. He kept forgetting his loneliness, letting his thoughts turn to home and return.
I took a man to a graveyard. I beg your pardon, it's quite hard.
Also, another weird thing, if you ever want to watch this movie, you can, at the moment, if it's still there, watch it on YouTube. But for some reason, the licensing rights for this movie are just, for the first one, anyways, because I think it's due to the fact Hyperion made it, Disney helped distribute the home release or whatever, so it's stuck in this weird legal limbo. Even though Disney owns Pixar, I think, or some shit now. I don't know anymore. Like, it makes no sense to why sometimes stuff just gets lost. Also, there is certain... I'll talk about it after, but there are certain differences between VHS copy of this and a DVD copy of this.
But wait, there's more. This car.
Who would believe they would love me and leave on a bus back to old Santa Fe? Once in an Indian nation, I took the kids on the skids with the hope he was happy till I heard him say, you're worthless.
The car commits suicide. And when I was a kid, this song was still kind of scary because the car is dying and the magnet was scary, but now it's like a whole nother level.
Well, I'm now thinking about it, like, Pixar used a lot of elements from, like, the whole Pixar universe, you could say, is alive. Like, everything's alive, in which puts WALL-E's world in a completely different light if you go by this logic that the toys are alive, the appliances are alive, the cars are alive, etc., you know? Like, the whole Pixar universe, all the inanimate objects are alive. So if you go by that logic, like, the WALL-E universe is, like, really... It's the fallout of this universe.
Of nightmare fuel. Then after that, this happens.
Yeah, for a kids movie though, like some of these movies, like this came from an era where dark children movies were just common practice. Now, I can't say what was the darkest children's movie.
You guys wonder wonder why I am so fucked up as an adult. But that was my
Yeah.
little childhood trauma video. I would love if you guys made videos about your childhood trauma, or in the comments talk about some things that scared you as a kid. I left a bunch of links in the description about things that I talked about in this video, and I'll see you guys next time with a regular rant video.
Thanks for watching. Oh, there's all her links. This is old
Them
though.
titties, though. It's probably so out of context.
What the fuck? Please tell me that means something.
Dim titties, though. Stop! Damn dim titties.
All right, Shoe. But yeah, like I saw a lot of Steve reviews reacted to this too. Nice. But yeah, like I saw a lot of movies growing up that I probably shouldn't have. Like I grew up on I saw a lot of horror movies. I saw JFK's assassination documentaries and stuff. I saw growing up, I saw Pet Cemetery, Night of the Body Snatchers, I think the 78 version. I remember, I think Nightmare on Elm Street. I think probably one of the original Halloweens. Like, I saw a lot of horror movies that I shouldn't have seen. I saw Terminator. I saw... Oh, I remember the Terminator, I think it was T2 or something. One of them, one or two, that actually startled me as a kid. Like, as a kid, I was pretty smart. I knew a lot of things. Like, I was smart for my age, so... Even though grandparents were like, oh, don't worry, they won't understand it. Kids are a little bit more perceptive than some people let catch on. So, yeah. Same with Shoe. I don't know why I'm so screwed up as an adult. But hey, it might be the fact that I'm an 80s child. But yes, that was ShoeOnHead's childhood trauma, aka the brave little toaster. So, yeah. I don't know what else more I can put to that. But hey, if you liked it, watch the original. And if you want, well, check out the movie for yourself. It's still a nice animated movie in terms of animation. I don't know how well it's aged, but I do love me some good old-fashioned animation. Anyways, that's all for now until the next one. So, oh, and before I check out, I do stream video games almost on a nightly basis, Eastern time zone here. So I do have a Twitch. I do back up my VODs to YouTube. Do got a Discord, do Twitter, and all that other magical nonsense. So, if you want to check it out, check it out. If not, that's fine. I don't care either way. You do you. Anyways, bye.